Hey, welcome to Photo Show discussion number 266, take two, I guess. I got, as usual, I got a late start on this. Was working and doing some stuff, and pulled up YouTube, and they switched automatically from defaulting to the new Creator Studio streaming whatever, and clicked that, and that was a complete failure. It popped up, but
Good evening.
Figure out what's going on. Hey, James, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Excellent. Not too bad. Are you guys getting the rain that we had here a couple hours ago?
Yeah, it's coming up. It was misty earlier on.
Yeah.
But then it kind of eased off, stopped, and now it's coming down a little bit heavy. But they said there's going to be thunder showers later.
Yeah. We had that about 3 hours ago, and it's all past us, but it's moving your direction. So we got about almost an inch and a half of rain within about a 3 hour period. So wow. Decent little storm, that's for sure.
So are we the only two on?
I don't know. I would expect one of them at least. Maybe Joe might pop in too. We'll see.
Let me ask you a question. Do you control who goes on the main screen?
No. If they have the link,
go up on the main screen. Like you're on it now.
Oh yeah, I can switch so it sticks on you.
Right
now, so I'm talking, but you still see yourself, right?
Yeah, it's down there.
So I can click on the participants and highlight them, I guess. But if I don't do that, then
I can't do that, right?
I don't think.
Let me try.
You can. I think you can click on the on your screen, and whoever click on me. I think you would just highlight my video stream.
I'll come up now. Click on you.
Yeah. So.
We could have a fight on who gets displayed.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if me as the creator or the instigator of this
I thought you had control.
I can mute people. I can mute people, and I think I can block people too. Fortunately, I haven't had to worry about that. So it's not, unless you're planning on getting out of control here, James, then we might have to do something about it.
I might say some English words, but you would know what I'm talking about.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
Dennis would, but
you and Dennis can talk in code, and we won't know what's going on.
You'd be surprised though, because people say, "Is English different to American?" And it is.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. No terms and what you words you use for certain things are completely different.
Right.
From us. Yeah. So I can think of a few that I won't say, but yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's completely different. I mean, it's not completely different, but there's a significant difference in the language. Even though it's English, there's the terminology and stuff is definitely different. So.
Well, Dennis has been busy taking photographs.
Yes, he has. Much better than the rest of us.
Joined in there.
Yeah, he's.
We were just talking about you, Dennis, taking photographs.
Yeah, he's actually using the camera.
Yeah, I've been out taking photos.
We had good weather again this week, then, right? That means the weather held up.
No, the stuff you sent us arrived.
Oh, okay. When did it get there? About Wednesday?
Yeah, started pouring down with rain. It's windy today. Cold, windy, raining.
Okay. Yeah, we're
hey,
gonna get.
When you got your new camera, did you tweak it much or what?
Oh, what, the Sony?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like getting a new computer. You have to start learning it does loads of things that I've never even found yet, Jimmy. It's just crazy. You got one? Or you got an OMD there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had one of those. Is that an EM1?
It's hang on, I've got it all down. It's a OM-D E-M1 Mark II.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you just get that this week?
Micro Four Thirty.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
And then I got the lens. I was at the photo club there's a coffee meetup once a month, and last Thursday of the month. And we was talking about cameras and that. And I said, oh, sod it, let's go down. Do you want to come with me to one of my friends? He said, Well, I said, I'm going to go to the camera store. I'm going to probably buy one. I've been thinking about it for a long time. So he's got the same camera, and this other guy's got an Olympus, but not that level. And they both gave me some information about it, and I thought, I'll sod it. Let's go. So I went down there and bought it, and I bought the lens as well, 12 to
40.
40, yeah. But I went out today, you know, late, because the last 2 days I've been on the computer studying this camera, right? And one guy says all this stuff, then you go to another one thinking, oh, I wonder what he has to say. And he says a load of stuff, and it's like, well, which way do I go?
Yeah.
I've actually had one of these EM ones. What do you want to know?
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was okay. The only thing I couldn't get on with was the crop factor.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm using like my Leica lenses and the Voigtlander M-Fit lenses, and what it does, it turns a 1.4 lens into a 2.8 because of the crop factor.
Right.
So you pay a lot of money for the glass, and it seems you got the same depth of field as a 2.8 lens.
Well, I kind of figured I'd use my other camera with my other lenses, and then this one I'll just slowly build up when I want to.
Yeah, if you buy the correct lenses, it's fine because they're made for the camera. But using full frame lenses, it's halving their f-stops.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the depth of field you're going to get is half of what you can on a full frame.
Right.
But so to get the same on a Micro Four Thirds, you've got to buy the really expensive, like 0.95. A 0.95 lens is a 1.8 basically.
Right.
Yeah. That is the biggest difference. But
it costs a lot more as well.
Yeah. Now you have the OMD EM1 Mark II. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What did you buy? What lens did you buy then?
The ED12-40mm 2.8 Pro.
It's a zoom, is it?
Yeah, a little zoom.
Yeah. So I've never used zooms. I've always had primes.
But it's a constant aperture through, right? It's
yeah, nice.
2.8. Okay.
It doesn't change.
Okay, that's nice.
They had a kit lens that a couple of my friends said get this lens as well. And when I thought about it, I thought, no, I had a kit lens when I first got my first camera, and I don't like the idea of it changing. I like to know what it is throughout.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's what you that's usually the difference between the kit lens and the next step up is, especially on the zoom lenses. If you can get a constant, wide open, it stays a constant all the way through the zoom range.
But it was funny because I went outside, excuse me, and I thought, let me take some pictures. I might be able to get them ready for tonight. But no, I'm not going to show any of them.
Okay.
I took one picture and it went click, click, click. And I went, what the hell's that? I want it on single mode. So I didn't realize that I just did the front of my house, right? So I clicked and I put the camera down and went click, click. And I'm photographing the floor. So I come back in the house, check the notes in it, and put it on single frame. I must have moved it off. So I'll be looking down it. But there's one guy saying all these different changes, and another guy saying this, and I'm thinking I'll just reset everything.
Well, it says it does 15 frames per second. So yeah, so you probably got like 12 frames. You didn't even know that you were doing it.
I released my finger straight away.
Yeah.
When I took the first one, I took my finger off. It went click, click. 2 more.
Yeah, digital cameras are wonderful like that. My Sony seems to change itself from raw files to.
When I took the first one, I took my finger off. It went click, click. 2 more.
I think there is actually a setting on the OM cameras that one press will be automatically go through shots.
2 more.
I think there is actually a setting on the OM press that one press will be automatically go through shots.
2 more.
Who's got feedback somewhere? There's actually a setting on the
Maybe voices.
2 more. Feedback somewhere. There's actually a setting on the
crazy.
There we go. Was that you, Joe?
Is it?
Yeah, that was you.
Honey, I'm home.
Yeah. So James, I think James gets the gold star this week. He bought a whole new camera kit. So anybody else beat that?
What a suck up.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to do it one way or the other. I may not be able to do it knowledge-wise. I'll do it the other way.
Okay.
Hey, it's the James bought a whole new kit?
Well, the body and the lens.
Okay, well, fair enough. I know a guy that bought a whole new kit. But boom, how about that?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, I know you. So, yeah.
But he hasn't quite figured out how to use it all yet. But that's
I've been studying the internet. So one quick question, Dennis. Did you do much tweaking when you first got your new camera?
No, not really, because I'm only using my digital camera as basically the sensor, because I'm using manual lenses. I've only actually got one E-mount lens that goes on the camera, and that's a manual focus as well. So I haven't got any automatic lenses.
Right.
But the one I did buy for the EM1 was a 25mm f1.4. And I'll tell you, it's a really good lens. It's as sharp as cut your eyeballs looking at it.
Right.
Well, that might be a
one
good
of the things I want to try. Do you know, like you get the focal point where you get the little square? I haven't figured out yet where I can get many of them to get a better focusing ring.
There's a setting somewhere, because you have the 10, right, Wes? The OM10.
Yeah.
And I do 2. And it's probably got a similar setting where you can pick the number of focus points on the screen. It's either like 6 or 8 or 6,
right,
64 or something.
I haven't figured that one out yet, but I will.
Yeah.
Those menus are crazy. They go forever.
Yeah, I mean, you have to set the number of focus points, and then you can also determine which ones click on, whether it's 1 at a time or 4 at a time, or and it's like 2 or 3 menus deep, probably.
Then you have face tracking or no face tracking, and
I might cheat and just wait till I go to my next photo club and say to my friend, set my camera up like you got yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a pint. Set up my camera.
Well, I don't have that camera, but when I got my my latest Canon, it was tough, man. Learning how to, and I'm still trying to figure out all these damn focus points. Like, it's crazy.
There's so much stuff on this camera. It's amazing.
Yeah. You need a week at Cape Canaveral and it'd be fine.
Yeah, and it's like any modern electronic thing nowadays. There's so much stuff that you probably never ever use all of it. So you just have to figure out the stuff that you want to use and just stick with that. But it takes a long time to find that, because there's so much other stuff that you have to sort through to kind of get down to what's important for you.
Yeah, like what Mark said, to take that even a step farther, it took me a couple of photo shoots before I got to where I am now with the focus points I have now, and I think my camera has 64. If I'm not mistaken. Inside of each focus point, you can get finer. You can get finer detail inside of those focus points too. So but it's great to have all that option.
Right.
Yeah.
So it depends on how much you want to get involved with the camera to what time you spend.
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, and they try to put every feature possible to try to cover any particular situation. But I think the reality is, for most people, they could have stopped halfway through and everybody would have been fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they almost need a the easy button, and then the more advanced, so they limit the features to the basics, and then if you want more, then you've got to then you can access it, but it shouldn't all be available to you at the beginning. I think it can be overwhelming sometimes.
Are you doing RAW files or are you doing JPEGs?
RAW.
Yeah, best way.
Well, there's one video I watched. The guy said, "Do this, do that," and this is for RAW files. Don't do this for JPEGs. And I'm thinking, you've already made me do it now. It tells you at the end of it.
Do you have different size RAW files? So are you using your biggest RAW file or are you using the small one? Do you have a choice? I don't know about that camera.
Oh, I just did it, put it on RAW. And then for
Okay.
JPEG, I put in my second slot, and I just have large fine.
Yeah, and you've got to do uncompressed raw files if it does it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, if you use compressed, then unless it's a lossless system, you're degrading your photos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't know. I can't remember. I think it just defaults to lossless. I think on the OM system.
Yeah, I don't think they have a compressed version.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you either do JPEGs or you do lossless.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Which is
Because I'm doing uncompressed on my Sony. Because if you compress them, it's not lossless. I don't think.
no.
Yeah, not the Sony's. Yeah.
It's better than a JPEG, but not the same as.
Have we had this argument or discussion? Because it's been quite a few years, but how they said even RAW was compressed, right? And there was that. You remember that? I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago. There used to be discussions about RAW, like how RAW
I
wasn't
do remember
true
that.
RAW.
Yeah.
Do we still have that discussion, or is RAW now lossless? Is it? Are you getting every single bit now, or is there some stuff lost?
On my Sony, Joe, I've got the option. I can choose compressed or uncompressed.
Right.
I'm
And
sure
what's the
there's
difference
some-
in the file size? Have you kind of compared to see what the difference is? File size?
oh yeah, it takes up a lot more space. But then if you've got a big enough card in, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah. And that. Maybe it's not really a big deal anymore because the cards are so much storage and so cheap now. I mean, you can get a 128 gig card for $40. I mean, it seems like. So it's not really maybe an issue as it was even just a few years ago.
I just bought 32 gigs, 2 of them for $57.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Wow.
You know, $30 a card for a 32 gig card, and that'll hold a lot of image. That's like 2,000 images even in RAW probably.
Yeah, Micro Four Thirds is a lot smaller than a full frame.
Yes, yeah, it is. So that's. I mean,
It's probably-
I usually use 8 gigabyte cards, and that gets me 600, 700 RAW, and that's more than enough. I mean, it's plenty. So yeah, 32 gigs. Yeah, you could do 3,000 images, James. That'd be like an easy last morning of shooting.
Good luck with the processing.
Yeah,
It's probably
1
not
hour.
as
1
big a
hour
deal.
to capture, 5 years to process.
Yeah.
Well, good. So you've had it for 2 days. So is it a keeper, James? You think you're going to keep it?
Well, yeah, I plan to. It's just that I have to learn how to use it.
Yeah.
It's like any toy, isn't it, really? You got to give some time. I've been on the internet the last couple of days just checking out different things and how to set it and do this and do that. But then
I
you
want to
go
look
to
up
another
that.
person, he says completely opposite stuff.
You say that was the Sony OM10?
That was the Olympus
Olympus.
OMD EM1 Mark II.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Mark
it
II.
here.
Right.
Yeah.
What lens did you get with it?
I'm sorry?
Which lens did you get with it?
I got the ED 12 to 40 zoom mm 2.8 Pro.
Okay, yeah, I have that lens. It's awesome. Love it.
So the OM, what was it again?
OMD
1D
EM1
EM1. All right.
Mark II.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here it is.
So it's like a.
Yeah.
So, Wes, you like that lens?
Yeah, it's a great lens.
It is a good lens. Yeah, I remember reading about it. It's one of their best lenses.
Because buying it at the same time as buying with the body, you get a discount as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's a good. Well, what's the price of the lens if you buy it by itself? Is it about $1,000 lens?
I think it's around 800.
800. Okay.
I got mine refurbished directly from Olympus for around 500.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. But that, yeah, that's a good. I mean, that's a 24 to 80 on 35
Yeah.
millimeters size, and 2.8 all the way across. So yeah, it's a good everyday kind of lens. You can use it in a lot of situations. So that's a good one.
Yeah,
Well,
cool.
good. Well, keep us informed on that, and post some images when you feel comfortable with figuring out the camera.
Well, my pictures are looking good, and I'll post them.
Don't forget, Jimmy, it's a good time to reflect how easy it was when you put a 35mm film cassette in the back and just
I know.
shut the door and you were ready to go.
And I like the idea that you could hold the film so you could take another image on top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, it looks like a nice. So this camera's been out for about a year or so, maybe.
A couple years now, I think.
Yeah,
Couple
I'm
years
showing
ago.
it came out in 2014 is what I'm showing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It release date was January actually 2014. So
That's an 8,000th of a second shutter. High speed sequential shooting. It does have some weatherproofing, which is nice. Yeah. Oh, it's got the high res mode. So it basically stacks 3 images together. Is that how it does it?
Maybe that's what it
I
is.
think it's 7 or 8 or something. It does a
Wow.
bunch.
Okay.
so you can use it with Panasonic lenses as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. Panasonic. So the Lumix lenses, pretty much all the stuff for the Lumix.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the Panasonic lenses are more expensive because they got the stabilization in the lens.
Mhm.
Oh, this one has it on the body, I think.
Yeah, it's better on the body because the lenses are not so expensive because you buy the Sony
Yeah.
lens.
Right, we don't have to keep remembering, did I change the lens? Did I do the body?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep the one lens and you won't have a problem.
Yeah. No, I think in-body stabilization is, I would think, is much more preferable if you can do it, because then you're just paying for it once in the body, and then the lenses, you don't have to worry about it.
The other funny thing was, to learn how to do the automatic focus, I couldn't figure it out because I was trying all these things and everything, and then I realized when I watched the video, he said, "Oh, this is one thing that got me with Sony with the lenses. To do automatic focus, you pull the lens cover forward, and then when you want to take it off the manual, you pull the lens back."
Yeah, it's got a nice clutch on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was funny because I was trying to figure out, because I like doing back focus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I did everything and it wouldn't work. And I thought, why wouldn't it work? And then I went into a video and it showed me that you have to move the lens back or forward to get it to work.
Yeah, YouTube's going to be your best teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on it
Yeah.
the last 2 days.
It has 121 point autofocus, so yeah, plenty of points. So the question is, how do you configure it? Do you use all 121, or do you use smaller or bigger chunks or whatever? Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I tend to. I think mine is 32. Is the EM10? Is it 32 or 64, Wes?
I think it might have around 80, 70 or 80 maybe.
Oh, that many? Okay, I must have mine set wrong. See, I still don't have mine.
I must have mine set wrong.
Wes,
Yeah.
did you say you had that lens?
What's that?
What was that?
Did you say you had that lens, Wes?
Yeah, the 12 to 40 I have.
Right. So when you take a picture, do you use one focal thing, or do you expand it to many of them when you take a picture?
I just have it set to 1 because I'm not really shooting action with that camera. So I just focus and recompose with 1 point. And I have face tracking turned on, so if there is a face, it'll lock on to that.
All right.
Okay.
Well, they're $530 on Lens Authority. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the pro lens. Yeah,
For the camera.
for the camera.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's roughly over 2,300 with the lens,
Yeah.
and an extra battery, the card, stuff like that. So it costs about 2,300.
Couple
Yeah,
cards.
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Yeah.
oh, it's nice. It's a nice camera, and it's a little more compact than your other one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to carry around. It's a nice compact camera.
Good.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I wanted it. Something to carry around. Saying like when I go to England and that, I got a smaller camera because it puts me off taking my other cameras because they're too bulky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a problem. Is the size and the weight? Sure is.
Yeah, especially for traveling. It just, if you can drive someplace and just pack everything in your car, it's a lot easier. But yeah, if you're flying or something like that, there's definitely something to be said for having it nice and compact. You can get a camera and a couple lenses and everything else and fit it nice in a little carry-on.
Of course, yeah. The other problem you got, Jimmy, is when you come over next, I'm going to give you a big list of stuff to bring with you because it's a lot cheaper in America.
No, you know what, Dennis? The sisters call me usually 1 week before I leave. Can you get this? Can you get that? And I go, no. Arlene, she wants all this nail shit. I go, I am not going into the Walmart to get this nail shit. I ain't going to stand there and do that. Because what happens is I have to ask some woman, where do I find it? And then I have to explain to her what it's for. And I say, no, that's it. She gets a bottle of vodka now, that's it.
Right. Jimmy, I meant to ask you, when Pauline was on the other day with you there, does she live near you?
No, she lives about 14 hours away. In fact, she'll be back tomorrow. She's down in Atlanta right now.
What, 14 hours?
Yeah, about 4 drive.
Oh, yeah. Blow that.
That's a little bit of a drive, yeah.
Yeah, she lives in Pembroke, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, she's in Atlanta at the moment. She can pop in and speak to Mark.
Yeah. Well, they're getting some snow up there now in New Hampshire. They're gonna get dumped on. They've had some fair amount of snow up there. They've had a pretty rough winter actually up in the Northeast. We've had quite a bit of frozen precipitation. So, all right. So I think James wins the gold star. Anybody else buy anything at all? No.
Well, not photography. I got another fifth of the Elijah Craig, but
okay. Well, that helps your photography.
That it definitely helps the photography.
That's a creativity assistant.
The more people I could get to consume this and then, look at my photography, it just makes me that much better a photographer, really.
That's your editing room, your post-processing assistant there.
That is my post-processing. I can verify that Elijah Craig and the new Blueberry Diet Coke are a very good pairing.
Blueberry Diet Coke. Wow.
I can verify that right now. I'm still in the investigating stage, but yeah, I think
your preliminary opinion is it's good.
Yeah. I'm really becoming a huge fan of this Elijah Craig. They started following me even on Instagram.
Well, that's a good inexpensive bourbon that has some flavor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is. It's smooth. It's just
like
really smooth.
$23 a bottle, $24 a bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right in there.
Yeah.
94 proof.
Yeah,
so that makes Joe a better photographer. And what does listening to the Beatles albums do for you then, Mark?
If I'm drinking Elijah Craig while I'm listening to the Beatles,
that just ups it that much more.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. If you're listening to the Beatles on vinyl while sipping Elijah Craig, while editing vinyl, photography, film photography,
it's a perfect mix. Yeah.
It's just the pairing is insane.
Yeah.
What was the conclusion, Mark? You was playing vinyl and you were listening to digital file?
The conclusion was that the vinyl it's not quite as detailed as the digital, but it has a look. It does have it's a different sound. Not that the digital was harsh, but you were able to hear like the decay when like a cymbal or a horn or something like that would just last a little longer on digital than vinyl. Yeah. But the vinyl, just that typical. It sounds a little warmer.
Yeah,
but there's not as much detail there. Now, as far as like soundstage and all that, that was pretty close. But it was just those super fine details that the digital does a little better.
Yeah,
So it's like turning up the clarity, just
the clarity is what. Yeah, it's that though. Yeah, that's.
But sometimes that's not the best. I mean, the vinyl has a nice. It's a little mellower. So if you just want to listen to the music and not analyze it as much, vinyl I think wins.
It's the difference in listening to your really good 2-channel system and listening to your just really good wireless speakers. I mean, it's just a whole different, because a lot of times I'm listening to my really good Echo devices. Really, the latest ones are fairly decent speakers, and sometimes I'm really blown away by the response I'm getting out of those bad boys. It's not as good as my high quality system.
I mean, I think for certain, I mean, and the White Album is definitely one of those that qualifies it. It's definitely worth the investment if you enjoy vinyl and digital. Get both, and just.
Is that an original White Album you got there, Mark, with the numbers on it?
No.
Yeah, right.
In my car, if that was an original one.
Yeah.
That was the.
They go for four figures over here.
They were all versions of the. They did a 2018 remaster. Giles Martin did it. His son did it, remastered it, and I think generally got pretty good reviews. So he didn't tweak it that much, but change it a little bit. Change the sound a little bit, but not dramatically. And it was a good.
Yeah, Mark. When we were teenagers, my friends in the youth club, they used to stand outside Abbey Road Studios, and one of them got a Abbey Road album signed by all 4 Beatles.
Wow,
nice!
You still have it?
He sold it last year,
and I hope he got a decent amount for it.
Yeah, he got $75,000 for it.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then he moaned about the auction commission.
Yeah. Probably he got 120 and only kept 75.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was worth it for an album. What probably cost about £5 at the time.
Yeah. No, he did. Basically waited 50 years and went from £5 to
Yeah.
So, but when you get something like that, you really want to. Well, I don't know. It's one of those things that maybe the price just got far enough up that he's like, okay, memories are memories, but cash is better.
Dude, telling you, man. Sometimes you just you want to get out of debt, or you want to do some remodeling, or whatever the case may be. But
I mean, that's
money talks, man. Money talks. Someone puts up a fat check, and you're like, you know what?
Well, obviously, that amount of time that went past, John Lennon and Harrison can't sign your albums anymore, so it's become collectible now.
Yeah, no, that's a neat thing to have. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's probably thought about selling it, over the years, and it just got to the point where either he needed to, or his priorities changed, and.
Yeah, well, he was the eldest of us all, so he's not going to live forever. So if he doesn't sell it now, someone else is going to do it for him when he goes.
Yeah. That's true.
That's like when you retire. If you don't spend your money, your kids get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or in this country, the government gets it.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely something to be said. The thing is, you want to spend your money, and the last check you write is to the undertaker, and it bounces. That's the perfect plan.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was trying to arrange it so that I could go owing the Inland Revenue $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, let's ask the authority right now in this room. You got Wes there, and if someone were to offer you 75 large for one of them albums in the back of you there, what's your decision?
They could probably have them all for 75.
I can find a new hobby for 75.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll buy them over again for 75.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for 75, I'll stream my music. Who gives a rip, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'll take it, Wes, that you haven't got an original White Album behind you there.
I do. I have a numbered one.
Have you? You got a numbered one? Is it a low number? Is it
Yeah.
one of the first?
No, it's over 1 million.
Oh,
It's not a low number, but it's numbered.
Yeah.
but it's numbered exactly. It's kind of like I
I've
won the
actually got
lottery
about
this week.
Four copies of it now.
Wow.
Does it matter what number it has as long as it's got a number?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think there are albums with numbers, and then there's the original mono album with numbers.
Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago, Ringo sold his copy, which was like number 3 or something, and it went for huge money.
Yeah. If you've got the mono version with and it's numbered, the cover's numbered, low number, you're in the money.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's one of the most it'd be one of the most iconic albums ever, probably. I mean, it's just
Now the question, I guess, would be, would you play it?
Ooh, they're easy to scratch.
yeah.
Would you?
If you had a really low number, probably not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had, I don't have anything. I don't think I have anything other than a car and a house that's worth more than 75 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is number 2,264,259.
Okay. That's probably going to be worth a fortune.
2,264,000. Okay, there you go. So Wes has the number 2 million. So what
More
year
than I got.
is that? 68?
I don't know. I haven't even looked it up yet.
Yeah.
Is it a reproduction or is it a real one from way back in the day?
It's real. It's 60s, yeah.
It's a real 60s one.
Yeah,
That's nice.
That's still pretty damn cool.
Trying to erase some of the numbers off.
Now you got a 2 million. Now you got a 224. That sounds pretty good. I think.
Yeah. I paid 20 cents for it at Goodwill, so it's okay.
Doesn't that suck? Like, you've got that many numbers on a record. Like, if you could just get that many numbers in your bank account,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there's no
Like
direct correlation on Ford. Well, actually, there is. You used to have those numbers in your bank account, but to get that low number, you got to take them all out to get a low. So it's like an invert. The lower the number, the more it goes out of your bank account.
Yeah, now Jimmy's been buying himself new cameras and lenses. We better send him a food parcel.
Nah,
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I pay them off straight away. I only buy when I can afford it, and I pay.
Yeah, we're from the same era, you see. You don't buy things if you ain't got no money.
Well, I used to do it that way when I had 2 wives, but now I don't have the wives. I can spend the money how I want to spend it.
Yeah, they're exciting wives. Yeah,
There won't be a third one.
But they say they're a bit like tornadoes, and they're exciting when they arrive, and they take a house with them when they go.
I can verify that.
Oh
Yes,
man,
that is true wisdom there.
yes, it is.
Joe
All right,
Dirt-
well, hey, let's jump in. Speaking of numbers, we have a number of images to look
Boom.
at. Look at
Smooth.
Yeah, that's not- I'm off my game a little bit. I'm
Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday, but you kind of got back on a little bit.
a little bit. Bum kind of got me there. I was distracted. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go here. We'll start with the last one from last week, which was James's hanging hat. Yeah.
Fine.
Yep. There we go. That was the last one from last week. And then,
That one I really liked.
yeah, that's a neat one. The colors, like you said, adding that hat there makes a big difference.
If
This
I
cracks me up.
put a number on it, would I get more money?
Yeah.
Check the number.
Every time I get into Flickr, now they have given me a new deadline. So now my deadline is now March 12th
To do what? Oh, to upgrade,
to upgrade to Pro. Yeah.
or you're limited to 1,000, I guess.
We're really serious this time,
Maybe
Don't make me stop this car.
Look at
Don't
that.
make me stop this car.
Yeah, don't make me stop this car. Exactly.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
need all those images on Flickr though? Can you not delete some of them or move them somewhere else?
I've deleted probably 10, and they still won't let me upload. I do have thousands of images up here, so but
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get down to $9.99 before they'll let you upload.
in my early days, I was that guy that was shooting everything and uploading everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've got tons of images on here
Yeah. Yeah.
that I really don't care about, which is
Yeah, they're just there. Yeah.
yeah.
The
Well,
way-
speaking of images that nobody cares about, here's another one from Simi that,
More images of rocks, water, and bridges. Come on, dude.
yeah, he's
mix
got a
it up a
UFO
little.
up here up
Does
there
he
in the
ever
sky.
come on?
Every once in a while. Yeah.
He's a celebrity now, so
Yeah. He's only when his schedule allows it. to come on the show.
And I just
think.
watched Bohemian Rhapsody, so he's got that kind of artistic sort of, I'm a star now, baby.
That's
You
a-
know?
Uh-huh.
That's a great movie.
It was a good movie. It really was.
I'm looking forward to Elton John's movie.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
About which one?
Elton
Elton
John.
John. Yeah.
That ought to be a good one. You talk
Mhm.
about a guy with a lot of hits. Dear God.
Yeah. That one will be a good one for sure.
Bohemian Rhapsody was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I need to watch it. I've got it. That's one of the ones I wrote down and I need to watch. I need to do it. Now the question is, do you like the album better than? Have you seen Bohemian Rhapsody, Wes?
Yeah, I bought it last week.
Did you like the album better or the movie?
I don't like Night at the Opera as far as
Okay.
an album, but I like Queen as a band, and I love the movie.
Yeah.
Thought it was really well shot, and the
He did a great job.
cast was really good. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
good story.
Good.
That's one of those deals where, boy, I could kind of get in the weeds a little bit with movies because this year, 2019 has started my physical media thing because I didn't really have any physical media other than games, right? Until this year. Now I've got vinyl, and I've been talked into Blu-rays, man, and not just Blu-ray discs, but 4K UHD Blu-rays. And dear God, the difference is insane.
Oh yeah,
When you play an actual 4K UHD Blu-ray
Yeah.
versus watching a streamed one on it, there's no comparison. There really isn't.
Yeah.
What's the price difference?
absolutely.
You know what? I've gone to Walmart seems to have the best sort of deals, but I've gone to Walmart and they have a bin $5 for a movie, and they've got tons of them in there, Blu-ray discs.
Wow.
I mean, you can go in there for $5 and pick these. It's insane. I'm like, they're not going to be super recent, but still,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
$20 will get you a decent $25 will get you a decent new-ish release, a 4K UHD. So
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
a great
you got
image.
TV that'll support it. We don't have the TV that'll support. We still got the old.
Oh,
TV.
Mark,
Yeah.
there has been deals. Even right now,
Yeah.
we're going into March Madness.
Oh yeah.
Right now, there's a lot more deals coming out. You can get a 55-inch 4K UHD TV for about $300.
Yeah, I know. I've been.
But let me ask you this. I've got a TV and I've had it about, I don't know, 2005. It's pretty old. It works great. Why should I get rid of it just to upgrade? Because as soon as you upgrade, another bloody TV will come out.
Well, it's like cameras, right? I mean, you just bought a camera that's old, and there's been a lot of cameras come out since 2014. It didn't stop you from buying that one. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, it's if you have a TV that you're happy with, then fine, right? But if you want 4K and you want Ultra HD 4K, get in the game, right?
Yeah.
Buy a TV and get in the game. It won't matter. There's always going to be another new TV. That doesn't mean that the minute they come out with it, yours stopped working. I mean, it's still gonna work. Yours didn't all of a sudden stop working, you know. And
You're
you
gonna
could get
figure that out someday.
They are, yeah. There's gonna be an
Playing
update,
obsolescence.
an over-the-air update, and all of a sudden, woof, your TV will just go black.
Yeah.
You'll be like, damn it! That must have been another new TV.
Yeah, I think now with the 4K Ultra HD is they're saying that they can do 8K TVs, but it doesn't matter at that point. I mean, you know, their 4K is probably about as high resolution as you're realistically gonna be able to see a difference on.
100-inch TV or something. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
really.
yeah. So it's probably if you like we have a 1080p, you know, from 2006. I mean, it still works great, but I'm sure if we were to upgrade to that, I mean, it's going to be a huge difference, even on regular broadcast, just because of the quality of everything with it, and it just makes me sick because I paid. How did I pay for that thing? $1,650 back then.
Yeah, for that kind of money, literally for $1,600, you could get
Like an 18-inch almost.
Depending on what you wanted, you could get almost an 80. You could get a 70 for sure.
Yeah,
a 70-inch, pretty damn nice, like last year's model.
Yeah.
But who cares? I mean, that's the thing. Like the TV I have now, my main TV in my main area is a budget TV. I bought it for $350. You know what I'm saying? But the picture is amazing. Is there better TVs? Yeah, sure. But who cares? Like this one's insane.
Yeah.
You know?
It
does UHD
Technology
and
keeps advancing.
HDR and it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? I mean, come on, it's insane.
It is amazing. Yeah, no, I've seen those deals. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So I was all ready, but then the plumber had a different idea on how to spend my money.
that's the problem, right? Yeah, that is the problem. And all this damn physical media, I swear. But the difference, if anybody is on, just something to think about at least. Like if you're on the fence. You couldn't have convinced, and I was finally convinced. And I says, "All right, I already kind of have a Blu-ray player, so let me buy some discs." Okay, boom, there I am now buying physical media.
Yeah,
you know, because you can't stream as high as the Blu-ray player can.
Yeah,
you know,
play directly. Yeah,
play directly. So the difference is incredible.
Yeah,
it won't be long, Joe, before you're buying film.
No, it'll be a while. But this is a great image, though. I love.
Yeah, this one. Oh, it looks like he did a series of different shots of the bridge, and because this one was a little different perspective. Looks like this might be a little earlier or later, or maybe just a different 30-second exposure, and then this one is 4 seconds. So, but it's different composition.
Yeah, it looks like the second one is possibly later.
Yeah,
you know,
a little later. But yeah, no, it's a neat. I think we've seen this bridge before, but every day is. See now this is wow. I really like this one. This was earlier. That's a quarter of a second. That's pretty short.
Yeah, this needs to be metal printed for sure.
Yeah, that would all that detail on the front there.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
the light. You know, if anybody has seen a metal print, especially with this sort of image, the highlights in here would just pop. I mean, it would look like you plugged it in to a wall somewhere. It would be that brilliant.
Yeah, that's a neat. And did he take them all on the same day? I think he did. Yeah, just on the 23rd. So last week.
I can just imagine what he would do if he had a Canon camera.
Yeah. Just imagine the difference.
Just imagine the difference.
It doesn't matter what camera he's got as long as it's waterproof.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a good day for him, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
6:26 to 8. Yeah. 71 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, so you got all these different perspectives, with the bridges still in all of them, but everyone is, foreground's completely different. Yeah, so it just shows that there's lots of possibilities wherever you're at.
Yeah,
Look at
knowing
those.
Simi, he probably put that foreground in afterwards.
Yeah.
The different reflections with the light he got off of the rock here in the foreground.
Yeah.
Really, really is something.
Yeah.
Really
The application brush.
Yeah, he's yeah, here we go. Yeah, another one. And this was long exposure complete, and the sun finally moved to a rock. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's neat. Nice series of images taken with the sun. Oh, and this scene, he's got the birds in the scene there. That's kind of nice.
Oh, I just now snapped. He had the time in there on that last one.
Yeah, and this one was 6:49 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
He calls it road trip. So this must be Rhode Island. Ah, very good, Simi.
Yeah.
He's using ISO 50 there. Is that the base ISO for that camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That is a base. And he's got that. Yeah. 20 millimeter f8. So prime. Yeah. Good landscape camera. And this was taken at Finale. It doesn't have a time, but
Very interesting.
yeah. Yeah, that's just a great set of images. I mean, find a nice spot, good time of day, and yeah, just a great set. Very nice, Simi. Good stuff. All right, Dennis is out with his Sony.
Yeah. Now I was playing with the two different lenses here.
Okay.
This is the Voigtlander E mount.
Okay.
Yeah, which is quite a sharp lens, and the other, and I've done another one using the 90mm Leica.
Okay. So same shot. And this is
Oh wow! Look at how.
65. Okay, so you had to get back a little farther to try to keep the
Yeah, it's an M mount lens, and I can't focus as close as that E mount.
The colors got really rich though when you
the
did that.
colors are they're just darker. Yeah.
That's because I had a couple of speed lights either side, Joe.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it brought the yellow out. You see,
Oh, so you have speed light off on the left of this?
and right.
Okay.
Yeah,
left
the
and
right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's-
And the strange thing is, I put them on 500px, and the Leica got twice as many likes as the proper E mount lens.
I like that one. I think I like the Leica better also.
Yeah. The colors just.
Yeah, the colors are, and there's more room around the flowers too.
Mhm.
I think in the background, the wood is a great background, so it doesn't really. You get a little bit more context or whatever. So yeah,
Context. Yes,
I
exactly.
like the Leica. I like the Leica one better too.
You'd
The
almost
colors
had to
and just the
go.
extra space, just the extra space.
You'd almost on with the other one, you'd almost had to get in even deeper and just make it a total micro shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that 65 Lanfa is a macro lens. I can focus down to like 12 inches. You can't do that with the Leica.
yeah,
I think 0.7 of a meter is as close as you can get.
yeah.
Yeah, so it looked like you were actually playing to the Leica strength and a little bit of you were kind of on the edge of what the 65 would do, right? Like,
Yeah,
because its strength would have been closer up even.
yeah. The the Voigtlander lens, is supposed to be supposed to be really sharp, but then the other one is a Leica lens, so it's probably sharp right across the frame, the 90mm.
Yeah. No, that's nice.
It's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's a neat one. Yeah, but I do like the Leica one better too. I think it's just a little richer colors and there's a little bit more space around the flowers. Yeah. Nice comparison.
Yeah, these were a few more of the York ones I dug out the pile.
Okay.
I've taken so many up there. I just thought I'll go through them again and see if there's any worthy of putting up.
This is neat. I like the texture and stuff on the leather couches.
Yeah, this was like the camera had the 15mm super wide lens on, and it's sitting on the back of this seat.
Chair here, yeah.
Yeah, I've just like leant it against it because it was 0.4 of a second.
Yeah, almost half a second.
Well, I'd pay big money for one of them red sofas. I swear to God, I love
they're
one.
probably
I
worth
love
quite a
those.
bit of money, yeah.
And those carts, man.
Yeah,
those
the carts, coffee tables are brilliant. Yeah.
Oh man, that would be. Oh man.
I just didn't see any way of getting them out of the museum without getting caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about walking out with a sofa on your back that people just frown on. I don't know what their problem is.
Yeah, the train on the right hand side is King George VI personal train.
Oh wow, wow.
So why do they have the couches and the coffee tables in this part and two trains either side? What's the reason?
Yeah, it's actually built on the platform, and behind this lot is a cafe.
Oh, okay. So it's seating.
Yeah, so you can go and buy your coffee and your croissants, and then you can go and sit down. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a cool. That is a cool photo.
So this isn't King George's car. This looks like
this is the one I went up to York on.
Okay. The one you went up on.
Yeah, this is actually moving. If you look out the window, you can see.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I used the super wide, and as you can see, we're the only ones in this carriage.
Yeah, I was going to say you're about the only one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they saw you with the camera on land.
I've just put it on the edge of the table. There's like a single table this side. I have to lean against something because obviously the train was rocking backwards and forwards. But I needed get the camera fairly still.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the speed was, but they're all handheld.
Well, that's neat though. The tilt kind of it implies motion too, just by itself.
Yeah.
So
it feels like like a photojournalist sort of image here.
Yeah. This was hyperfocal focus as well. So it's basically, everything's going to be sharp.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I must have set it up on F8.
Okay.
Where did you focus on?
You don't have to focus it at all. You set it up on F8, and you're guaranteed everything is going to be in focus.
The lens is so wide.
Yeah, you don't have to focus this lens. You can focus it, but if you set it up for hyperfocal, you're guaranteed you're going to get a picture.
Well, I was thinking you might have focused on that main chair there.
No, you don't have to focus it at all. Not a 15mm.
Right.
Everything from a few inches in front of you to infinity will be in focus.
Yeah, 15 mils so wide that
Yeah, this is no good for bokeh for your portrait.
not at all. Not at all.
It's superb if you're in confined spaces.
Perfect lens for being indoors. And,
It is, yeah. If I'd had a 50mm on, you would have just got the door at the end.
Yeah. It makes a big difference. Okay, so here we are. So it was a little, well, not rainy.
No, it was snowing up there. Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, that was a hotel we stayed in. That's the Grand.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's snow there. Yep. Okay. Did they give you free peppermint patties when you stay there?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 guys in the main entrance wearing bowler hats going, "Let me take your case, sir."
Mm-hmm. Just for a small fee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a small fee, okay. Yeah, you can see York Minster just in the distance, yeah.
Okay. Oh, back here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to visit, right?
Yeah, I'd go back there again. I never actually see everything. You got the Viking centres, and you got the museums, and you got this wall goes all the way around the city. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's neat. Yeah, lots of history there. That's an old city.
Yeah, full of tourists. Yeah, it's worth a visit when you come over, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan to.
So this is
Oh wow, Pam. Oh look
yeah,
at
this
her.
is from last August actually. We were out walking around a little bit, and the artwork along Krog Street Tunnel. Yeah, down in that area, off by we're doing a little photo walk. So, and it was on the card, and I used the camera to take the next image, which isn't that good, but I figured I need to put something up. And I saw this.
Yeah. Well, we could show this image to Sim and say, hey, this is an example of real photography. Hello.
Yeah.
You know.
So, yeah. It was,
Does he sell his pictures?
what's that, James?
Does he sell his pictures? His images?
Does he sell them? No, I don't think he does.
We
tried
tried him on his
to
website,
do.
I think.
But
Yeah, on his website, I think he does actually.
okay, yeah, he does. But he doesn't really actively promote it. It's just
Yeah,
kind
he
of
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not too which I mean it's completely his choice, but I was like, man, if you just promoted it a little bit, you'd probably sell quite a few of
Oh
them.
my God. Yeah. It's because I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his work.
Yeah.
Is this guy American?
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because have you ever heard of Banksy? We've got Banksy over this side. Yeah, and he does covert wall murals, and if it's a Banksy, it's worth a fortune. They actually put glass screens up over the top.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're all preserved. One guy had the wall taken down and bought the wall with the painting on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this is just I remember, this is a local artist in Atlanta that did this. I mean, but they've got a whole wall. It's probably 100 yards long with murals and stuff all along it. So, very good.
Yeah, there's areas of Phoenix.
That's my one image.
Oh wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Steady
There we
on.
The camera actually still works. So
what camera did you take this?
this is just the OM10. The OM10.
Yeah, it still functions. You can still hit the shutter.
Yep.
And
But, it has a shutter and makes noise when they push the button.
you had to charge it up though.
Charge the battery. Yeah.
Mhm. But well, it was actually these flowers are only up for it seems like about 10 days or so, and I took this 3 days ago, and they're gone now pretty much because they got wiped out by the rain we just had. So, but I figured I better. And this was with the it's a 14 to. It's like an all-in-one super zoom lens. I forget what it is. It's like a 16 to 100 or something like that. So there we go. I figured I'd post something up there since I haven't done that in 6 months.
Right. Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Plant the flower and wait for it to bloom to take the picture?
Yeah. Remote control.
Yeah,
Remote
yeah.
But I
You
did
had to,
that.
like-
Set my name at the bottom. There we go.
There you go. I mean, what do you want? You know, the guy had to plant the seed and everything so he could have a photo 6 months later. Come on. What do you want?
It's planning
Yeah.
ahead. Planning ahead. Hey, good show, guys. Appreciate it. Got some good images. And glad that James has got his new camera. So we'll look for some images from that maybe in the next week or two. Don't you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
No, you got to put your failures up as well, because I do.
Yeah. You balance it out a little bit. A couple failures with lots of great ones. Just a couple. Just to kind
Well, hoping that I wouldn't have to do too much editing when I take the pictures.
Yeah. Well, I think once you figure out the settings that you like in the camera, then that probably, and you can get down to kind of the core settings, that will reduce the amount of processing you have to do, I'm sure, because you know that what you're capturing in the camera is going to be pretty close. So, but yeah, it's always fun. New equipment, lots of stuff to learn and figure out. So, all right, Joe, do we have a NASCAR update before we go?
Oh, there's no race this week.
There isn't.
It is.
Oh, okay.
There was?
Wait, I'm hoping Brad Kowalski or wherever he is, or some other driver. I do a call each week.
Where were they racing at?
Was it Las Vegas? I thought it was Las Vegas this week, or is that next week?
No, it's Las Vegas.
Okay.
Oh, it's this week?
Oh, Joe, come on. Oh, no.
I know. I didn't think they raced after, immediately after they did Daytona. I thought they took a week off.
Last week. And
Oh,
then-
Atlanta was last week? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm off then. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so they probably weren't in Vegas. But yeah, I think I heard it was, but I didn't hear the finishes.
Oh, okay. Logano wins at Las Vegas. Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Logano. There we go.
I didn't want to hear that. That wasn't my driver.
It's been tough for me because that is kind of it. Like, I don't have a driver right now, and
No, mine changes every week. I pay money every week, and then I get two numbers. And whoever starts at those numbers on the day of the race is my driver.
oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. So you're doing a pool. You're doing a pool almost. Yeah. But
Now
it's a
they're
random
here next Sunday.
race on the board. And yeah. Okay.
They're here next Sunday, and since we don't have a Share Beer show, that might be an incentive for me to go, but I doubt it. Yes.
Well, you could go Sunday and see some of the other stuff, right? What do they do on Sunday? They do the truck. I mean, Saturday they do the trucks, and
Yeah. Well, I think the trucks are like. Well, do they do the truck? I thought they did the trucks like on a Friday night or
okay,
something.
that might be yeah.
And then they have the oh my God, what do they call the Xfinity Series guys race like on Saturday.
Okay.
And then the big boys race on, but they still have practice and all that sort of stuff on Saturday.
Yeah. How far away are you from the
Oh,
track?
I'm not far at all. I'm really not. It's kind of on my side of town, the track.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So it's tops like probably 20 minutes on the streets.
Okay.
Not
bad. Yeah.
I'm not far at all. It's all on this side of town. I mean, it's on the southwest sort of side of town ish.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a big difference. So, yeah, if you don't have to spend hours and hours going back and forth.
Yeah. The problem is, if have you been to a race there, Mark? Or
No. I've been trying to talk Pam into going to Talladega, but she hasn't been to.
when you finally get to a race, tracks are huge. They are big, and so there's a lot of walking involved. So you have to really. What was that?
Parking a car, you usually end up a long distance away from the track.
Yeah, I mean, you could park the car, like you could almost park the car sometimes almost a mile away. Like it's, and you're still like on the grounds, because all they really do at a lot of these tracks is just kind of, it's just a big dirt parking lot for a lot of these places. Some will have pavement, but quite a bit of the time you're just parking in dirt somewhere, But
no, it's definitely. I know Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've been down there, but we haven't seen a race there. But yeah, it's the same thing. You just walk and walk and walk. And
Yeah.
lots of distance between where you park and where you actually get to the seats. So
Yeah, and the thing, because I go to a lot of football games, and I'm used to that sort of thing, those sort of crowds. 75,000 compared to 100,000 and plus 100,000 plus is insane.
yeah,
I mean, right now there's people there already. It becomes its own city. There's people there already camped out with their RVs and everything already.
a week ahead of time.
Mhm.
And how's the packing going, Wes?
It's going okay. I haven't done too much yet. Oh wait.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, when we start seeing stuff coming down off the wall behind you, then we know it's getting serious.
yeah.
Yeah.
I take it you're moving.
Yeah. End of the month.
Where are you moving to? Just a different location or what?
Yeah, same town, just on the east side of town. We're kind of in the middle of town right now.
Okay, all right.
And that's exciting, man. That's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of work, but it'll be well worth it. So cool. Yeah, like I said, we'll figure in a couple weeks we'll start seeing the stuff coming down off the wall in the back. Then we'll know that. We're getting down to
It's coming.
Double check your albums for any numbers.
Hey, Wes, what do you think about? I've been seeing a lot of videos, and I watched your last video as well. What do you think about Record Store Day, man? I know that's coming up, and there's been a lot of videos about it and what albums some people are wanting. What's your thoughts on Record Store Day?
I think it's a cool event. I normally go, but I go later in the day. I don't go like I don't do like the doorbuster kind of thing, trying to like the limited one that there's only one kind of thing. I don't go for that kind of stuff. But some of the releases are cool, and you can go later in the day and just browse and find something cool to pick up. Usually,
Yeah,
I have never been.
Good record stores for you, Joe. Sounds like you've got a couple good ones in your area. So
I'm kind of curious because I wasn't aware that there's such a thing, Record Store Day, and people still stand in line for records. It just kind of blows me away. But
we'll camp out overnight and stuff.
I'm hearing this already. I'm like, wow, really? This is a thing? But yeah, I mean, when you hear about how rare some of the and some of the videos are talking about, well, there's only going to be 1,000 released, so depending on your area. I guess some of these are regional releases, some are nationwide releases. So, seems kind of cool.
We went a couple years ago, and I picked up a couple, and we were the same way. We didn't go first thing in the morning. We went around noon, and it was still kind of busy, but we found some good stuff, and I'm gonna have to look and see. I haven't looked at the site to see. By now they probably have most of a list of what's going to be out there, I would think.
Yeah, the list came out on Thursday, so
yeah,
it's official now.
Yeah, so I need to.
What is it? The 13th? Is it the
13th?
I don't even know the date yet.
The second
I'm
Saturday.
still behind on that.
Yeah, usually around mid-April, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So
My problem is it's always falls on the same day. We have a big library sale here in town.
Oh,
Books, records, and stuff. So it always seems to fall on that same day, which is tough.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're kind of torn between which one to go to.
Right.
Yeah. No, I need to check that out. Yeah, I was thinking about that because I was downstairs kind of moving some stuff around and cleaning a couple records. And like, hey, Record Store Day's coming up, so I need to check that out.
Dogfish Head puts out a beer every year for it.
really?
Yeah, you haven't seen the Dogfish Head Record Store Day beer?
Yeah.
No, I guess I have not paid. Wow. I'm new to this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is all like
Record Store Day virgin. I just gotta.
Yeah. I guess once you start paying attention, then you're like, okay, there's a beer, But if you're not into records, then
yeah,
it blends in.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate. You know.
Well, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out and pick out a few to few to get, and maybe venture down to the local record store and check that out. So yeah, cool. I've got to add some money to the budget for April. The record budget.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
It's only money.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's only money, right? Yeah.
It's only money.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, great show. Appreciate it. Dennis, thanks for staying up late. James, enjoy that new camera. Joe, have fun spinning records. Wes, have fun packing. And I'm going to have fun working again this week, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Work. Yeah.
Thanks for
All right. Everybody have a good one.
All right. Peace out, man.
See ya later.
Right.
You guys.